Tutorials by Andrew Buckle. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can create like Christmas cards, wrapping paper designs from a very basic pattern design. Now this is available on the Graphic Extras website. It's a Christmas bauble pattern design and it's be used in Photoshop, Paint Shop Pro, many other applications. A PNG file, so it's just a basic PNG file that can be used and defined as a pattern. Now you could use just this, but you can also of course combine this with other patterns as well as itself. So I'm just going to quickly go to image, and I want something slightly bigger than this document because I want to add a few other copies of that design. So click OK. So I've got that design there, and now I can hold the Alt down, and all this does is creates another layer. So you've got layer there, I can have that one, and I can change the colour. I don't have to just keep with that colour, so I can go to image and adjustments and hue and saturation, maybe colour lookup, just modify the colour, go for that nice purple colour, go back to the original there. I can also go Alt, just drag it over there, and now just go image and maybe just change another one, so hue and saturation, maybe green or blue, click OK. Right, also what I can do, I can also hold down Alt and I can resize. I don't have to actually keep it the same size. I mean, not all the baubles are identical, so, and again, you can vary this in many different ways. You can also angle the design, apply effects as well as a possible thing as well. I'm just going to recolor that one as well, so hue and saturation, so just modify that. Okay, right, so I've got this design. I'm just going to now select all of those. What I want to do is layer and smart objects, convert to a smart object. Just want it as a smart object because then I can actually quickly apply filters. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for nice sort of Christmassy lens flare. And just add that there, just not too much, but just a subtle lens flare. And I could of course use other ones such as camera raw filter or maybe some of the filter gallery effects. But I've got this design now. What I can do now is just go to edit and define pattern. So just define that pattern, click OK. So this is a way of, if you've got say a document that's only 500 by 500, you can actually create something that's 2000 by 2000 as a pattern tile, because you obviously sometimes you need really big patterns, and that's a quick way you can build up multiple sort of designs just from this core set. And again, like I said, it doesn't need the same bauble each time. Right, so I've actually defined it now. I've actually already created a backdrop for this pattern. Now I've just used some lens flares on some black. So I've just got black, and then I've just added some quick lens flares via the filter and render. And now I can do is layer, new fill layer, pattern. So click OK, just to make certain it's that one. Just select one, yeah. Right, I can resize that, so I don't have to keep it that size. So I can go for 50. And you see different patterns. So it's a standard pattern, and you could just have that design as the pattern. But I'm just going to go for 75. So I've got some of the other patterns coming in. Click OK, hold the Alt key down again. You can actually duplicate that pattern. And again, you can resize that, so you don't have to just go over there, bring up that, say maybe make that 100 instead of. So you have different sizes of patterns. So you've got the nice backdrop, a nice sort of click OK. Now, once you've actually done all that, you can flatten the image. Of course, I could actually turn that all into a smart object as well and then work from that. But I'm just going to work from this final bit. So I've got this design. Now I can go to filter and maybe just camera raw filter just to modify the colour. So if you don't particularly like these colours, you might want to change sort of that overall look, maybe make it blue, nice sort of blue, Christmassy, wintry sort of card. You can of course add other shapes and things. You've got shape tool, custom shape tool, maybe add dots. I mean, just simple, just basic dots, just splatter it over like a sort of snowflakes as possible. There's also snowflake designs available on Graphic Extras, as well as of course around the web. So you can find, you can modify the exposure, and you can change to make it say a more sort of warm glow, right, for a Christmassy card, Christmas scene. Now, once you've actually got that, you can also, again with this camera raw filter, just before I finish, just go over to this and add sort of maybe highlights to various areas. So sort of bright, and you go here, and exposure set over to a whole range, so you can just add maybe sort of blurry effect. Let's give it sort of a blur in the background and maybe a luminous sort of glow just off. Right, click OK. And there you have it, a quick sort of pattern design that can be used for cards, Christmas cards, wrapping paper, a whole range of different things for maybe Christmas crackers and much more. I hope you found this of interest.